next thing, you never take the time to take a step back and just realize, whoa, it's actually happening.
Well, stop. Take a deep breath. Look around. Whatever else happens, you made it to the league. Only a tiny fraction of hoopers make it this far.
Yeah, and you saw that in me. How'd you know?
I knew you were a great high school player who needed more eyeballs on you. I didn't know you'd make it to the league.
Keeping me humble, I appreciate that.
Nah, I'm saying it's a hard thing to predict. What it takes to make it here, you can't see that on film.
And what's that?
A burning desire? Irrational confidence?
Ooh, I don't know if I would call it irrational, if you could back it up.
Making it to the league is like winning the lottery. Unless you LeBron, odds are it ain't happening. It's a terrible bet.
Yeah. Skipping college to go to Europe, that was definitely a bad bet.
No, that's what I'm talking about. You made your own path. And no matter how hard things got for you, you never stopped trying. That's what all the ones who make it have it in common. They never quit.
Always good talking to you, Dion.
My man.
Coach, this is a game we always look forward to. A pair of conference rivals going head-to-head, toe-to-toe. It should be a beauty.
Well, Kevin, you know, this is the NBA at its best. No need to hype this one up. This matchup provides its own hype, and you can hear the fans are as hyped up as we are.
And by now, we know how much it would mean to MP to win Rookie of the Year. He recognizes he's only got one shot at it.
And as strong as his play's been, you can be sure he's looking for even more tonight. He doesn't have much time left to separate himself from the other contenders. We'll find out soon just how much the award really means to him.
Now Golden State's starting five. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Curry is out there with MP. And it's Post in at the 5 down low. Now here's Curry following the miss by Draymond Green. 3 on the clock. It's intercepted. Here's Fear. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Not afraid to make tough shots. Fears is a grinder.
So Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., played college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure the test he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy. My favorite thing about Jeremiah Fears, he has a knack for coming through in clutch moments, and you need that from someone who's naturally ball dominant.
Now here's Curry. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Fears. Williamson in the post. Guarded by Green. Queen tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. On the wing, Green. Curry on the wing. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
It just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. It's a 3-point game.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. MP looking around. Outside for Curry. Back to MP. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Pass to Jones. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And here is Williamson. Looking to end the run. Warriors with the rebound. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Well, MP will have a special guest in attendance tonight, his mentor, Dion Benjamin. Benjamin is a skills trainer who has long hosted a legendary open run, which MP took part of, consequently landing him a spot in the club league circuit. MP said, "I owe Dion a lot. Knowing that he'll be watching tonight gives me that extra edge to put on a show." Sounds like we're in for a fun one, guys.
Yep, he loves his mentor. Gratitude and appreciation on display. The state of mind. Thanks.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the Pelicans miss again. Warriors leading by 6. Outside, Green. Kicks it out to MP. Outside, Curry. And here is MP. Last game we saw him score 32. 4 on the clock. That one dropped for his 2nd bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Bays checked in for the Pelicans. The Pelicans have got a paltry 0 of 6 from the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. Trying to get something going. And it's Williamson missing.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talents, but the stars have yet to align.
Now here's Bay. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Showing the range. How about Bay taking and making his fair share of those triples?
MP left side. Bounce pass, Butler. Green, the screen. MP passes to Green, and Green slams it in.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
Pelicans trail by 9. Pass to Fields. Now here's Bay. Here's Williamson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the
Down three. Do it. Use it. Yep. Turn down. Use that. Up. Come on. You want help? I'll do. That's it. Come on. Hey, swing. Rotate. Deep hole. All right, Tom.
So James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find a handle.
Murray scanning the floor. No good. That would have tied it.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
The wings are set for him, Fears and Murphy. Zion Williamson is out there with Bay. And it's Murray in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And he makes the first. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. The guy is all about winning.
Herbert Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Now, here's Green. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Warriors with the rebound. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
And it's Williamson missing.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
MP. And MP throws it down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And stolen by Butler. Down low. Here's Green. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. The rebound by Post. Warriors leading by 8. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Denver delivered quite a performance. He tallied 32 points, and he helped stretch things out with a few three-point buckets. Seems to be his theme lately. Nobody has been able to stop him. Back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Queens checked in, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Trey Murphy.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now, here's MP. 12 points for him. Outside Curry. Back to MP. Fires the three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Murray down low. Curry meets him. Jones the pass to Murray. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's MP. Using his athleticism, MP with the play.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Pass to Queen. Here's Williamson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williamson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Here's Murray. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Murray's got 13 points.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Warriors on top. They're up by 11. From New Orleans, back in a moment.
Hello, folks.
Well, I think for the Warriors, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Golden State Warriors. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Up front, it'll be Green in post. MP out there with Stephen Curry, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Now, here's MP. Now, post. Curry outside. Curry nails the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Down by 12. Williamson double team. 3-pointer. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. 8 points for him.
He chucks up a lot of threes. Murphy clapping back in a hurry.
Here's MP. Pass to Butler. MP outside. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 6. And MP throws it down.
You love to see MP just attack that rim. Young players, take note.
Pelicans trail by 11. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Williamson in the post. He's against Green. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Now a look at the stats for Herbert Jones.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. MP.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
New Orleans has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Pierce's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Post. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pelicans trail by 15. Now Fears. Here's Jones. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing. Warriors with the rebound. MP's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. The drive by Williamson.
Yeah, if Zion gets a runway, nothing is going to stop him.
Warriors leading by 13 and stand the NBA equivalent of a human wrecking ball. That is Zion Williamson. When he's on the floor, that is.
Well, absolutely. The only problem that Zion Williamson has really had in this league is staying healthy. He is virtually unstoppable going to the basket and an extremely underrated passer who creates a lot of great shots for himself and his teammates.
I love the competitive nature that Fears brings to the floor. He just keeps coming at you.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring, has given them another look offensively.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
It's Jones on the wing. Still without a basket. They set the screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
New Orleans making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Santos is checked in. And it's Moses Moody in for Green. Pass to Fears. Bay with the screen for Murray. From outside, off the mark. Warriors leading by 15. And Curry has it in the corner. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball.
Nolan's making some changes here. Queen's checked in. And Jones subbed in for Murray. Here's Queen. Here's Fears. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
That's a shot defenses are going to let Fears take. So the rookie making those will be a benefit.
Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. Trey Murphy is out there with Fears. And it's Queen in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And so it's New Orleans with it. Following the miss by MP. And the basket by Jones.
And Jones has made huge strides as a three-point shooter since his rookie season. He's now a serious threat from out there.
Now, here's MP. On the wing, Green. Back to Curry. Pocket 6. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Queen.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's Post. Butler. The three is off.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Another chance here, and it's blocked.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Pelicans trail by 6. Curry with the steal. MP. Butler outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. And it misses. New Orleans has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. And that one is good.
This really speaks to Jones' mental toughness, that he's able to get the big bucket when they need it.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. MP outside. Green with a screen for MP.
Big moment for the young MP.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. Now for New Orleans, shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Jumper is off.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Yep, that's going to go in.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Pelicans trail by 7.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Fears with it, covered by MP. Splits up the 3, and it's off. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry. That one goes in.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
That one misses. Here's the Warriors with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. MP outside. Buries the deep ball. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Now let's go courtside with Jennifer Quintana.
MP with a double-double in tonight's victory. It seemed like whenever your team needed something, you delivered. Your thoughts?
We trust in one another, you know? And we know who we are and what we're after. When you're on...
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And for all of us here at the...
I'm so proud of you, MP. Not just tonight.
Good game, MP.
Good night. See ya, MP.
All right, y'all. This is it. The last big game against one of the other top rookies. I've been hearing about this dude for years now, and I'm looking forward to showing you the world what I can do against him.
And how do you feel you're doing overall as we wrap up this series on Rookie of the Year contenders?
If you've been watching me and you don't think I'm a candidate for Rookie of the Year, I'm not sure there's anything I could do to convince you.
That's fair. Do you see tonight as a chance to cement your case for those who question it?
Yeah. I've done everything I can. Tonight is just a chance to tie this thing up with a bow.
Thank you. Not sure what to do.